Hello viewers, my name is Jessica and I'm going to introduce you to a few Brooklyn locals and share their stories about the gentrification of our borough. Before we begin, what is gentrification? According to the Oxford English Dictionary, gentrification is the process where the character of a poor urban area is changed by wealthier people moving in, improving housing, attracting new businesses, typically displacing current inhabitants in the process. Let's pay attention to the wording here. Why does it take for wealthier people to move in to improve housing? And are these newer businesses really being attracted or taking advantage of the increased property values local residents cannot keep up with? Let's gain further understanding together by listening to the stories of these Brooklyn natives.
Bed-Stuy, born and raised.
So Nia, since you live in Bed-Stuy, which people is like, they say it's a pinpoint location for gentrification, what comments do you have on what's going on?
A corner store that was abandoned my entire life is now a coffee shop, and people are standing out there giving me dirty looks as if I don't belong. So it's a lot of changes. Even, for example, this park is completely different. And obviously it's appeal to white people or just any newcomers, to be honest. You know, growing up, you'd be like, oh, I want to live in my neighborhood, just not home. And now it's like, oh, I have to pay $2,500 to do that? Why would I want to do that? So it's really pushing a lot of minorities out, or people, period, who just can't afford it. These people are coming with a privileged mindset, and they don't care what they pay. They just want to be in the convenience of the city. This is once a neighborhood that no one wanted to live in. Now you guys want to come back because you realize the worth and the value. Yeah, you know, we just have to apply pressure to really make sure we can stay.
My name is Janine Puckley. I'm from Flatbush, Brooklyn. Gentrification is a really serious topic right now. I was coming home from my grandma's house and I seen a Starbucks on Church Avenue. I've never seen a Starbucks on Church Avenue. Even the Caton Market is a Flatbush African market over there. They completely demolished the original design. It was colorful with like palm trees. It gave like a Caribbean African culture. And now it's just a plain black and white and silver building. So you can see a lot of the buildings in Flatbush, they're not given like the pre-war brick stuff. Everything is more modern. A lot of the original buildings, the buildings with history, is being taken down. Black communities are displaced and, you know, are forced to move out of where they're from to cater to white people. Everything is changing. Everything is overpriced, populated, and it's terrible.
My name is Julian. I live in East New York, in Brooklyn, and the main indicator of gentrification that I can see in my neighborhood is that historically my neighborhood used to be a food desert, and now I see like all of these different supermarkets alongside with these apartment buildings that just don't fit into the neighborhood because it's usually like brownstones and just like brick buildings. Like I've always had to like travel outside of my neighborhood to be able to go to a grocery store, and now I could just like walk up the block and find one. I've never had that in my entire life.
Some recurring themes are displacement, inflation, new and different food options, and the disappearance of local businesses and housing. I decided to head to a Flatbush neighborhood myself and investigate something I seen online where a block of businesses shut down for quote-unquote redevelopment. From the bus stop, it was a 2-block walk until the block I was looking for, which was Bedford. And on the way there were several of these luxury posing buildings, and it's just crazy to see in real time that this is what's happening to the community. According to Fox 5, there were 8 businesses on this block that were shut down. And as you can see, they were shut down, and parked in front of it is a city bike station. The bodega appears as if it was abandoned and the community lost a part of its culture. And not too far, about 2 blocks away, we could see this brand new supermarket with a grand opening sign. Gentrification is no new issue for the current residents of Brooklyn. In real time, right in front of our eyes, we watch as the neighborhood slowly undergoes a metamorphosis. The cost of living has increased, businesses are shutting down with these changes, and more enterprises are swooping into these retail spaces. The news calls it redevelopment, which is just a vague term for gentrification.